Hi guys! Listen, these low budget recipes are really doing wonders on social media because people are in my DMs saying, Abby, please, can you be posting more low budget recipes for us university students? And it makes me happy. So today, I'm back again with another one. We're going to be making this budget-friendly plantain and beans. Now, all you need is 4 tomatoes and 2 onions. That's it. The best ratio for these recipes. Now, just add in some salt to wash your vegetables or your tomatoes and onions. And then I'm going to go ahead and chop them up, okay? I've said it here and I'll say it again. Please adapt the method of washing your vegetables severally because you need clean ingredients for your food. Now you're going to chop your onions up and take out the seeds from the tomatoes before you chop them up as well, okay? Now you're going to go ahead and chop that up as well. You can go ahead and chop it anyhow you want. Shabu shabu, we start being formula being anyhow you want to chop it. Just chop it, okay? Now you can blend these ingredients, but just know that it's going to take a long time to cook and you don't want that sharp sour taste in your beans, you know. So this method is very good for it, okay? Now this is just by the way. I have something for my bachelors, those that don't know how to cook well or even use the right ingredients, the right spices to cook their meals. Just stay tuned. I'm going to put up something up for all of you that are struggling that way, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and peel your plantain. We're going to just use 1 plantain because low budget recipes has to be low budget. We cannot afford 2 or 3 plantains. So I'm going to go ahead and just peel 1 plantain. If you have enough, you can just go ahead and do that, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and chop that up any style you want to. You can slice it, you can make it round like this, anyhow you want to. Plantain is plantain. Now go ahead and add in some water and add in some salt to taste and just leave this to sit, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and cook our beans. Now I'm going to post a detailed recipe of how to cook beans properly. But what you need to know is that when you're cooking beans, do not add the salt when you start cooking it. Add the salt after the beans is cooked. That makes the beans cook well. And that even helps the beans cook faster as well. When you add the salt at the beginning, the beans is not going to cook well. Some will be hard, some will be soft. I mean, it's just a whole lot. So once the beans is cooked, you just add the salt to taste. Now my beans is ready. I'm going to go ahead and make a stew. Now for the stew, I'm going to add in some palm oil, which is very affordable on the market. You can get some for 5 cedis even. Now I'm going to add in MOMONE. MOMONE is very optional in this recipe because not everyone wants MOMONE in their stew. So yeah, you're going to go ahead and add in the chopped onions and add in some powdered pepper just to taste or to make it very spicy, okay? Now that's it. Just give this a good mix and I'm going to go ahead and add in the chopped tomatoes. Very straightforward recipe, no time to delay, no time to waste. And like I said, when you're making recipes like this, you need the tomatoes to cook well. So all you need to do is add in enough water to cook. And this can take up to 20 minutes to 30 minutes to cook. Or even less. All you need to know is that this recipe will not take an hour to cook. Very fast recipe. Now add in that water and cover this and let that cook, okay? Now what we're going to do is now shallow fry our plantains. We cannot afford oil. Hey, in this tight economy, how can you afford oil? So please, I'm encouraging all university students to actually manage their oil. So just shallow fry it because it tastes the same. Plantain is plantain, okay? So this is the method we're going to use. Just be turning it over on the saucepan like this. It takes quite a long time, but it's worth it. I mean, you save a lot of oil. Now, once that plantain is ready, you're going to check on that stew. Shallow frying these plantains were annoying, you are beg. You'll be turning it sour and being that, but I mean, now some minutes later, I'm going to check on my stew and that stew is ready for me because when I tasted it, it was good for me. So I'm going to season this and I'm using REMIE chicken. You can season this with Maggi cube, REMIE beef, any seasoning at all works for me. It will work well because Charlie stew no and yet taste me Now I'm going to check that up in the next 5 minutes after you've seasoned it and add in your beans. That is it though. You know you can use the same method to make garden egg stew, even okra stew. A lot of stews can go with this method. Now make sure the quantity of the beans you're putting in this stew is not more than the stew because the stew needs to soak that beans up. It should not be more than the stew at all. Just this method is fine. So I'll suggest that you pour it inside bit by bit and if it's enough for you, you just stop there. Now at this point you can adjust your seasoning if it's not enough for you. But if it is, then you're just going to go ahead and cover the stew, let it sit for the next 5 minutes and your stew is ready, you guys. Beans beans stew, beans stew. No need to do any long Chef Abby's long process cooking. This is very simple to make, okay? Now, my bachelor's and all my university students, I know you're going to try this recipe because it's going to save you a lot in school. You can pair this with rice, you can pair this with plantain, with yam, kenke, banku. And banku and beans is like one of my favorite meals to eat. I really love it. Like really love it. So yes, your fridge man. Time the episode TBR. Now I take a crabby. Now we do. Just like that. I'm going to serve this with my shallow fried plantains and I'm going to enjoy myself. I know you guys will really try this recipe. And when you do, just come in my DMs and send me a video or a screenshot of how the recipe went. You can even share your thoughts or ideas you want me to adapt for this recipe. I know you guys will love it, trust me. Now, if you want me to keep posting all these videos, then you have to be watching them for me. I beg. That's all I need. Don't forget to subscribe and like all my videos as well. Bye.